Let's do it. Today, I am going to share with you one of my most coveted secrets: how to create any vocal sound that has ever been created. To do this, all you need is access to this website I'm about to show you, an EQ plugin I'm sure you already have. So if you're liking the vibe, like and subscribe. Let's get into your video. Okay, so now we're in Pro Tools. There's a song that I mixed a while ago and it was a ballad. And I really love the vocal sound that I got for it, so I'm gonna play that for you.
Can't you see that I am hurting every time you slip away?
So it's very beautiful and I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this sound, and I'm mixing another ballad and I kind of want to do the same sound. So I'm about to show you how to recreate it. The vocal sound that I want to emulate is in green, and these purple tracks are the lead vocal for the song that I'm working on. So I'm just going to play the lead vocal.
I done showed my heart and it fell to pieces. It's a shame we play this game without no rhyme or reason.
So this is unmixed, it's no plugins on the vocal, it's just some reverbs and delays. Now to do this, I'm going to use the EQ matching feature in ProQ. A lot of a vocal sound is the EQ of how it's presented. When people are trying to emulate these sounds, a lot of times it's just EQ. Because I did mix this vocal and I did a lot of other things outside of EQ, but I'm about to show you how close EQ will bring you to a vocal sound. In order to do this, so I can properly EQ match it, I'm going to have to create some stems. So the website is called Ease Us Vocal Remover. You see it came up right there in the Google search. Ease Us Vocal Remover. Click on that and you see it's Vocal Remover online free. Now there are a lot of capabilities with this website. As you can see, you have vocal remover, instrumental remover, acapella extractor. We're going to use the acapella extractor. But then you have a stem splitter, you have AI mastering, echo and reverb remover. There's a lot of options here. Key BPM finder. So if you need to find the key and the BPM to a song, you can drag and drop that in here and get that really quickly. There's some interesting things on this website, but we're focused on getting this acapella so that we can replicate this vocal sound. Now, if you do want to use any of the paid things on this website, use my code BFJOY2025 for 70% off, which is kind of crazy. 70% is wild, and you can use all of these tools to your heart's content. But let's try this acapella extractor and let's load in our file. I'm just going to drag and drop it and let it upload the file. Now we've got some stems, so let's see what we have. Let's fast forward a little bit.
Look at me. Can't you see that I am hurting every time you slip away? I wanna beg you to stay.
That's some very good vocal separation right there. Come on now. And it gives me the key, the BPM, and then I just hit export. Okay, now we have our separated vocal in our DAW session. In order to do the EQ matching process, what you want to do is you want to align your vocals up. In this case, these vocals start here, so I just want them to be playing at the same time so the EQ matching can happen more precisely. I also want to level match them. I want to make sure they're in comparable levels. So let's solo and go back and forth and just make sure that they're about the same level.
Look at me and it fell to pieces. Can't you see?
I think maybe I could turn this down just a little bit. We'll go just half a dB. I think that's good enough. Now we're going to put Pro Q4 on both of these tracks. Now we're going to solo both tracks because I want them to play at the same time. It's going to sound like a jumbled up gobbledygook mess, but it's okay. If you come down here and click on the title of the track that your current vocal is on, your vocal, the one you're trying to EQ, click on the title of that. For mine is V lead. Then scroll up to this graph right here. Then you have this little arrow. Click that EQ match. You want to click that and you can listen to the input if you want, but you can also do reference. That's what we're going to do. We're going to click reference and match it to this other vocal. We're going to go to other instance, and this is the title of the song. And blah, blah, blah. We're going to click on that, and now we're just going to play it, and we're going to have them play at the same time. It's going to be a little white squiggly line going crazy. You want to wait until that line just settles. So just sit back and let Pro Q do all the work.
I just showed my heart and it fell to pieces. It's a shame we play this game out no rhyme or reason. See, it's women like you that make it hard to love again. No, ain't no proof it's clear that you fucking with other niggas.
Now we're just gonna hit match and we're gonna get bombarded with a whole bunch of EQ points, but that's all right. So what we want to do is unsolo this and let's just listen to what ProQ has started off with. It's probably gonna sound crazy, but that's okay.
I done show my heart.
Insane. You hear resonances, all kind of crazy stuff. So let's bring this down and we're gonna start bringing this up to where it makes sense.
I done show my heart and it fell to pieces. It's a shame we play this game out no rhyme or reason. See, it's women like you that make it up to love again. No.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Let's A-B that against the other take. And it's gotten a little bit lower, so I'm going to raise the volume. Let's do like 5 dB. So let's A-B against the take that we're trying to match.
I done show me. It's a shame we play this game.
Okay, we need a little bit more low end. Let's try with one of these nodes. Let's do 6.
I done show my heart. Can't you see rhyme or reason? See, it's women like
That's pretty close. This is a little bit too loud, but we're going to address that. So what we want to do is hit finish. And now we've got our EQ. So we can click this X right here. Now this is crazy. I would have never done this. I don't think anybody would have ever said, yeah, this is going to be my EQ for today. So this has gone quite extreme. ProQ tends to like overshoot this quite a bit. So what we can do is adjust our gain scale here. So we're going to drop that down to 0 and then we're going to blend that in.
I done show my heart and it fell to pieces. It's a shame we play this game out no rhyme or reason. See, it's women like you that make it up to love again. No, need no proof it's clear that you.
Now let's A-B against the other vocal and see how close we are.
I done show me. It's a shame.
Okay, maybe let's get rid of these for now.
Wait, it's the last time I showed that I'm vulnerable. I made it clear that I wanted you. You took advantage cause I got too comfortable. Baby, that ain't what you wanna do. You must not know, girl, that I'm with the business. Bought a new whip, girl, you see how. Look at me. The pieces. It's a shame we play this game out no rhyme or reason.
Now that's pretty close. Now what I'm going to do just to match it a little better, I'm going to bring this volume back to 0 and I'm just going to turn it up on ProQ. I think it's still a little low, so I'm going to do 5.5. And now let's A-B versus the other vocal.
Look at me. It's a shame we play this game out no rhyme or reason. Love again. No, need no proof it's clear that you wanna beg you. You took advantage cause I got too comfortable. Baby, that ain't what you wanna do.
That's kind of crazy. Now the biggest difference, what is even crazier is when we A-B where the vocal was to where it is now.
I done show my heart and it fell to pieces. It's a shame we play this game out no rhyme or reason. See, it's women like you that make it up to love again. No, need no proof it's clear that you.
Isn't that crazy? I would have never done this EQ, but somehow this works and it sounds good. And it's also crazy how it feels like there's texture in the vocal. EQ is so powerful. We all get super tied into our saturators and distorting things. Everybody's voice resonates differently, so that's why it sounds different. But this kind of helps to get some of that into this vocal. This EQ totally transforms this vocal from what it was as this.
And it fell to pieces. It's a shame we play this game out no rhyme or reason.
It instantly goes from a dull sounding vocal to a professional sounding record, just like that with EQ. We haven't done any compression, no saturation, nothing else. We just have our effects on there and we just EQ the vocal and it sounds great already. Like, is that not crazy to y'all? That's crazy. Off of an EQ match, I didn't have to go and sit here and figure out what EQ is gonna work for this song. I could just pull in another song that is a ballad and I could just match the EQ and get my starting point. Now, obviously it's a different vocalist, so it's not going to be identical. They're not singing exactly the same with the exact same voice, so there's going to be some differences. And what's even more cool about just vocal separation in general is we've never before been able to do this. You can grab any song and you can study the vocal EQ of that vocal. You can study the effects that are on that vocal, even delay throws and reverb throws. You can really listen because these vocal separators, they separate everything that's attached to the vocal, the delay throws and the reverb. So you can study and can hear, oh, that sounds like a hall reverb. That sounds like a spring that they put on the vocal. You can really get fine-tooth detail with studying, getting your game up on that stuff so you can implement that in your mixes. When have we ever been able to hear any vocal from any professionally mixed song by an amazing engineer and just hear what their vocal mix sounds like, just vocal a cappella? The power of this is crazy. You used to only be able to study the song as a whole, but now you can separate elements and study the separated elements. That takes studying music to a whole new level. And not even talking about what you can do with the other elements of the mix, because you can not only just do this on vocals, you can do this on drums, on guitars, on whatever you want to do it on. There are an unlimited amount of ways that you could use this to your advantage. Let me know what you guys think about this style of video. Let me know what y'all use EQ Match for in the comments.